We made it. We're here in the state capital for a matchup that should have extreme implications for both teams looking to make a playoff berth in season 22. Vancouver coming off a huge win last week against Indianapolis, and DC looking to continue their rich vein of form back at home. Alongside me for this one, Rochelle Colston to break all of the action down. Ray, what's going on?
Not much to me. We have Vancouver coming in at 5-4. DC's at 6-2. The Pacific Division's very tight right now. You have Vancouver and Seattle both at 5-4. San Diego at 4-4. And this game means a lot to both of these teams.
This DC defense has been hard to break down over recent weeks, and Shabazz Synergy has started to find Lauren Pakoko. She's had 300 plus yards across the last 2 weeks. Vancouver, meanwhile, have been getting the job done on offense. Can they tighten up their defense tonight and close down Pakoko and Say, who have been excellent over the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, I mean, Pakoko's having a season of better than most tight ends have ever dreamed of having. Let's see what she's here. Let's see what she does tonight on the field.
Eddie Gage and Justin reside on stats as we get this one underway. Kickoff from Porty caught at the front of the end zone by Chris Santieri, the main returner for the Legion. And that's fielded at the 27. Check that. That was Zora Luna checked in on returns. And we'll see this Vancouver offense for the first time this evening, led out by quarterback Christian Brown, the backs Robert Redford, Sudo Nakai, Sawyer Stern, Mateo Pravado, the receivers Nick Lockett, Chris Santieri, Brett Killian, Kendra Wells, and Zorro Luna. Cables McGill and Stephen McMichaels, the tight end, followed by Mike Coverson, Roland Cordell, Gregory Wynell, and Brandon Graham at the guard spots. Offside eye, Twins set to the top of the screen. Brown's going to throw for the first time today. Short route across the middle. That will pick up a couple through the hands of Stephen McMichaels, and the tackle made by Jason Strongbow.
I mean, Vancouver's coming out on first down, throwing the ball, threw the ball for 1 yard that time. I'm mostly waiting to see these two halfbacks from Vancouver.
Michelle Kendra Wells had over 160 yards last week against a stout Indianapolis defense. Can she replicate that tonight? Brown to the air. That's jarred free. Was looking for a target downfield, that being McMichaels that time. The Killian had the first target, and John DeSantis rather, all over that one.
Yeah, McMichaels, gets a few receptions a game, but he's not really that heavily utilized at tight end.
I'll go 4 wide here on third down, trying to convert here from long range. Switching Killian from one side to the other. Brown drops rack, rolls out, pressure got there, zips it downfield. That's good tip, but incomplete. If it hadn't have gotten there, and Brett Killian might have been off to the races down to the end zone, but Darryl Bullock all over that one prevents it from being a huge play.
But definitely great coverage by the cornerback. He set himself in between the quarterback and the receiver, and just made the perfect play.
So a quick 3 and out for the Legion. This DC defense at home has locked in early. The crowd is certainly making some noise. And it's fielded just past the 35 at the 38. So excellent starting field position here for the Dragons, led out by quarterback Shabazz Synergy, the backs Kevin Say and Sam Harrison, the fullback Chuck Stella, the receivers Nick Twice, Lurk Da Vinci, Mason Kirby, and Josh Gill, the tight ends Lauren Pakoko and James Walters, the line Ezekiel Rubin, James Judah, Quinn Zook, and also Joseph Epperhan and Michael Pakoko at the center position. So a loaded line for the Dragons. Early handoff for Say is met very nicely by Josh Farnsey.
Yeah, I mean, great defense there by Vancouver. Stopping setting the run down right away on first down.
They're offset eye. Look, Twins to the top. to Shabazz's right. He's going to motion one of these receivers down. That being Josh Gill. Handoff up the middle. Second straight carry for Kevin Say. That's going to pick up a couple. And we'll leave DC now with a 3 and long.
Yeah, both of these defenses come out early, making these big stops. Fourth and third and longs on both sides.
4 wide now. Again, bunch to Synergy's right. He's going to move away from it. Zips it across his body. Incomplete. That one didn't get a tip, but it was too big for Josh Gill. And it's another 3 and out.
Wow, both of these offenses come out a little slow. These defenses really showed up today. 2 punts in a row here.
Just when we thought the DC defense had started off well, so has Vancouver's. And Ron Van Cleef will punt this one away. Fielded at the 20 and will be returned to just shy or at the 25 rather by Luna. Good contact there from the DC special teams unit. This DC defense, Jose Fuentes, Nick Fargo, John Gary, Mike Wagner, Kano Fortson and Jason Bourne make up the 6-man line. The linebackers Declan O'Rourke, Ben Bauman, Jason Strongbow, Saeed Gore, and the backs Peanut Say, Jadubi Doo, Daryl Bullock, John DeSantis, Tyler Highfield, Josh Vasquez, and Kev Say Jr. Brown on a throw. Finding Wells, that's incomplete. Double coverage around Kendra. It forces the ball free by way of Peanut Say.
I think it's very important for Vancouver to come up here and establish a run game, especially with Robert Redford and Suda Nakai in the backfields.
Set eye, pro set to Brown's left. He'll throw short. That's his first completion and finds the Kendra Wells for a first down pickup.
Yeah, nice little quick play there. Just basically pitch and catch between the quarterback and the receiver.
Good early pickup for the Legion. That gets the first down of the contest. And a second completion for Wells at that. After her huge week last week against the Ramblers. Offset eye again for Christian Brown. Handoff up the middle. That's a decent run. Picks up a few there on the ground from Suno Nakai.
And definitely meaning they have Robert Redford back there. They have Suda Nakai. Robert Redford's been the workhorse with 140 carries in the season. But you'll see a lot of Nakai also.
It was second down, a little bit shorter to go, and it opens the playbook up here. Brown offset again. Jokers look this time. 2 tight ends in the frame. Handoff at the middle. That's Redford. Redford's first grab, and that's going to pick a few up once again. And we'll make third down a little more manageable.
Yeah, number 51 DT Mike Wagner there with a big stop.
May run again based on this package look here. Same look as before, flipped to the top side. Brown's going to throw though. Interesting call. Fires across the middle and it's caught by Stephen McMichaels for a first down.
What a great route by McMichaels there. Means finding himself wide open in the middle of the field.
You said at first, McMichaels has been underutilized this season, but early on has had a couple of really good looks across the middle. That's his first grab, though, and it's a good chunk of yardage. Vancouver's offense now firmly on the move. They're inside DC territory. And motion the inside receiver from top to bottom. That's Wells. Look for her. Handoff, middle, Redford picks up 5.
Nice gain on first down by the running back there, Redford. He's in the top 10 for carries and yards this season, Jacob. Sorry.
There you go. He's definitely had a really good campaign. And again opens the playbook up here on second down. Hand off at the middle, that's a fullback dive. And that will only pick up, or it won't even pick up a yard. Mateo Bravado dumped behind the line for a loss of 1.
And Bravado usually averages about 5.1 yards per carry. Good job by the defense making him stop for 1 yard there.
3 wide. Brown will roll out. Good protection. Went straight in his face. There was a defender that nearly got a sack there. And in the end, a tip away from Lockett made by John DeSantis prevents that from being anything. And I think they're just on the fringe of chance to win's range. So I'm expecting to see the punt unit here to send this one away.
Yeah, great coverage by the defense. That ball was thrown in triple coverage. That was a very dangerous pass.
Punt taken. Spotted. Fair caught rather at the 15. So DC have got a ways to go. Here upcoming on this next possession, the Vancouver defense. Lindsay Thomas, Bobo Cordill, Achilles Papatonis, Gerald Giudice, and Michael Rury make up the line. The linebackers, Josh Farnsey, DJ Woods, Marquise Reed. The backs, Emmanuel Blackman, Michael Lister, Zach Lay, Will Stern, and the safeties, Mike Lopez, Drew Hamilton, and JJ Winfield. 3 wide. Here for Synergy as he takes over. Handoff up the far side, caught. And a 4-yard pickup for Say. That's his best run so far.
Yep, both of these teams coming on in the second possession actually running the ball, which I like to see. Keep those defenses honest.
Back to a heavy running set here. Synergy's going to throw out of it. Fires. Oh, Pokoko dropped it. That's a rare sight. Lauren Pokoko had that thrown straight into the breadbasket, and she had her eyes downfield and not on the ball.
Yep, that's very unusual for her to drop one, especially after the weeks she's been having out there on the field.
And with that, it now puts DC under some pressure here on a 3rd and medium. 6 required, 3 wide. 4 Synergy's going to move Gill from right to left. Synergy drops back. Good protection from his line. Synergy's going to rush and he'll get it. He ran straight at the Vancouver defender. They took a gamble there on that kind. Runs straight at Marquise Reed, but he gets the first.
Oh, these quarterbacks need to slide. That scares me, Jacob. Put your head down like you're running back. Ooh.
Definitely see that a few times. Rochelle, quarterback, taking on a hit and losing possession of the ball. Synergy also had it in one hand. That was a real Coach Hart and throat moment there. Synergy, though, rolls out, first down, sends it downfield, caught for a good gain. Downfield, good check-in. First catch of the game made by Mason Kirby, and it's a huge chunk of yardage.
Nice little rollout there, nice buy-in time. The offensive line doing a great job. Waiting for his receiver to be patient, waiting for his receiver to be open. And that looks like a little stop there, and pretty much open.
Officially an 18-yard pickup. Thank you, Eddie Gage and Justin Reside in the stats truck with us tonight. As this game has finally picked up steam despite the scoreline. 3 wide for Synergy on first down inside Vancouver territory for the first time tonight. Swings it to the backfield, caught by Say. Say will pick up 5.
And that time, the cornerbacks were just playing way off the line. Gave Say pretty a room after the catch. But they did converge pretty quickly on him.
Will Stern with his first tackle tonight. And that sets DC up with an open playbook here on 2nd and 5. Jacks look. Synergy will throw. It's the same thing as before, and that was intended for James Walters, and it's tipped away by Josh Farnsey.
Yeah, I think they're putting 2 receivers in the same area, which causes all the defenders to be in the same place, and just not a perfect throw.
Both of these DC tight ends are of high quality, and they've both had drops in this drive. 5 wide for Synergy on 3rd down and 5. He drops back, pump fake, sack got there. See you later, Shabazz. And he's down in the backfield by Bobo Cordell.
Wow, big play here by Vancouver's defense, and Bobo Cordell has been a menace on the field for seasons now.
Cordell had a pair last week, and he's got one so far tonight, and that stunts the DC drive. And we'll see yet another punt. Both teams have had two so far in this quarter alone, but it's been exciting football nonetheless. And this punt is returned, oddly, up to the 13. And Rochelle, I said this last week about Vancouver's last contest against Indianapolis. It looks the same today with Vancouver on the road again. This looks like a playoff game.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, both teams are doing great jobs on special teams. I mean, you're getting punts and hardly any returns. So, they're covering everything really well. Defenses are playing great.
These teams are playing like their season is on the line. That's what we like to see here in the back-end stretch of the season. Handoff up the middle. That's going to be plugged. Very nice. Good effort from O'Rourke up the middle. That prevents Redford from getting anything.
But once again, I mean, this time they're pretty backed up towards their own end zone, so they'll eventually have to throw the ball. They want a first down here.
They run it again, try to get some free space, but this DC defense has been pretty sturdy against the run, but Brown will pass. That's picked. An early takeaway, and that puts DC in excellent field position. Play made by Kev Say Jr.
Yeah, and that was almost a commentator's curse there. I was about to say, well, last thing you want to do is throw an interception, and that's just what they did.
Check that, Josh Vasquez. It was one of the strong safeties that happened to be the veteran. The former Denver Nightwing makes that interception, and DC now takes over well inside Vancouver territory at the 25.
Yeah, they're already
Synergy 5 wide. Aggressive start here, Rochelle, from Steven Mulanax on the sideline. Kirby in motion. He had the earlier grab on the previous Dragon drive. 4 wide at the top. Synergy's going to look downfield, but Coco couldn't hang on.
I don't think she was quite ready for that one, Jacob. Her back was still to the ball. It hit her in the back of the head.
I don't think she quite completed the route there. Mark Lopez ate that up, and it means that first attempt goes incomplete. Wonder if they'll maintain the level of aggressiveness on that first play. 3 wide. Again, Vancouver plays their corners right back here. In a motion. Looks like Lyric Da Vinci from top to bottom. He's been unsighted thus far. Perhaps this is his chance to check into the game. Synergy drops back. Synergy rolled away from the stack and gets absolutely sent into another zip code by one of the Vancouver linebackers. Gee, Shabazz, he cannot keep taking hits like that.
No, I'm surprised he got up from that one, actually. He got his bell rung there a little bit.
Goodness me. 5 wide again for Synergy. Can he execute? Downfield. Great throw, and he feeds it into a tight window. And Mason Kerr, Josh Gill, is going to be spotted inside the 5.
Nice play after that, big hit he took. Came right back up to the line and threw a dart.
There you go. He had his ribs rattled on that previous play, but was able to get back up and feed that into a really nice spot. And now DC is in the red zone. Ace look here. He's got Say in the backfield. 4 required. Say on the toss play. Outside, it's Harrison, rather. Harrison trying to get free, and that's going to be good for maybe a yard. In fact, Chuck Stella will get it right the 3rd time. 3 backs in this DC backfield. Stella of the 3, perhaps the most likely to get some red zone touches here. He had the first. It looks to be Stella again out of the backfield. Offset eye, carry, Say, looking for the end zone. He got it. Kevin Say, 3-yard touchdown, and we've got one on the board.
So, great job by DC there with some great blocking. Let's say, Look at that hole. Look at that block by number 72. He just walked right into the end zone, basically.
We are up for this, and after 9 minutes of the opening first quarter, we finally have a score on the board. But it has been an entertaining quarter at that, and DC capitalizes off the turnover from Josh Vasquez as Porty sends that extra point through the uprights. If you are new to the Simulation Football League, welcome. The SFL is football for everyone. Get off the sidelines and start your play today by joining our Discord server at simulationfl.net. Click the Join the Community button and begin your career, or just meet the stars of the SFL on and off the field. It's never too late to get involved. In fact, it's never a better time to get involved. We just had the SFLM schedule. If you think about making a player, now's the time. Return from Luna up to the 29, and we will bring you a game update from the other game on this block.
Thank you, Jacob. Early on, Louisiana, after a 3-and-out from their defense, the first punt return of the game, Mike Twinscrew. See you later! Louisiana's offense struggling. They get some special teams help. 7-0 Louisiana early on the third punt return this season in the SFL for a touchdown. Back to you in DC.
First play of the Vancouver drive, and Robert Redford, it appeared, got absolutely sent by Jason Strongbow, and that's not the start that they were after. Second down and 11. Brown drops back. Pump fake. Brown again. Downfield. Too big for Wells. There was a ton of coverage around the area, and too hard to hang on to that time.
And that time, Brown started feeling the pressure, was forced to get rid of the ball, I think a little bit before he actually wanted to, before his receivers were actually free.
Four wide. Single back is Nakai. Brown rolls back. Nakai with a great block. Downfield, it's incomplete. Great coverage from Jadubi Do prevents that one from finding a man downfield.
Jacob, you just said my favorite name in all of the SFL, so great coverage by DC there. I mean, that receiver was just surrounded.
And there you go. DC's defense locks in again after the score, and means that Vancouver will be punting back to them here. Trying to pin them deep. Fair caught at the 35 by Mason Kirby on return duties that time. And it means that DC will take over again with favourable field position. Synergy now. Receivers on either side of him in a pro set. Close coverage from the Legion. And a drop Lyric Da Vinci from the top into the slot. Synergy throws on first down. Great block on the outside. Synergy rolls around it to throw it away. Vancouver defenders all around him.
Yeah, great job by the quarterback to feel the pressure and get rid of the ball, throw it out of bounds where nobody can actually catch it.
Synergy going to have another crack here on this occasion. Another pro set. Pakoko on that short side. Handoff though up the middle. Say's going to try and get something, but again, this Vancouver defense was stern, and DJ Woods there on that stop.
Yeah, so far both of these teams are doing a great job with the run games. I mean, defenses are just stopping it.
One quarter down. It's a playoff. It's almost a playoff game, and it feels like one. 7-0. DC leads at home over the Legion. Aerial coverage of the nation's capital is brought to you by Jags Droneworks for aerial coverage solutions for your projects, please visit www.dagsdroneworks.com. 4 wide to open up proceedings here in the second quarter. Synergy drops back deep. Look, caught by Laura Bakoko the first time tonight that Synergy has found his main target, and Laura Bakoko picks up a good chunk of yardage and a first down.
And there she is. Welcome to the game, Lauren Prococo. I'm sure we'll be calling your name up plenty more times tonight.
Synergy now with momentum. This DC offense starting to find its groove. In a gun look for the first time tonight. Single back on one side of him. Short throw. Incomplete. Oh, the defender saw. Wow. Will Stern could have had a pick there. It was intended for James Walters. And if Stern hadn't have turned around there, I wonder if he had been able to make a play on the ball.
That play developed quick. I mean, that was fast. I mean, it was just like a snap and then a throw. I don't think anybody was set for that.
Irrespective, it's a minor victory for the Vancouver defense. Well, they need a few more of those. Synergy drops back. Synergy, great tip. Got it away from Pakoko, who's had tough service tonight so far. And that will mean that DC now has to complete a third down and long.
They're doing a good job on Prococo. I mean, they're covering her pretty heavily, and she's pretty hard to cover. I mean, as big as she is out there as a target, great job by the defense there.
Bunch of Synergies left. Can they convert? Synergy's going to roll out again. A good block downfield. Caught! Gill got it! And he's got a first down despite being dragged back a further 8 yards. But Josh Gill, he's got his third catch of the game.
I mean, I think he got hit and got pushed back about 5 yards that time. Wow.
Fonzie made sure he saw no further yardage downfield. He said, no, I'm going to push you back, even though you got the first down, just to make sure he stamped his authority. But now the fresh set of downs just on the fringe of the 30. Synergy hands it off, and that's a good tackle. Picked up and dumped, say, right at the line, and I think he's come off second best here, Drew Hamilton. That's not good.
Yeah, he was on his knees right after the play, so I figured he was probably injured.
I may be wrong, Rashad, but I think he was the one that made the tackle. And perhaps put a bit too much enthusiasm on that one. And he's going to check out, so we'll check up on Drew Hamilton when we get word from the medical tent.
He did walk off on his own accord, so that's a good sign.
Absolutely. I've said though. DC trying to keep the momentum going. The run game's been stifled just a touch. Da Vinci in motion top to bottom. Synergy, hand off up the middle. Stella trying to get a run up the middle. That's good. Better run, picks up about 6.
Yeah, I mean, these running backs are having a tough time. I mean, I think Kevin Say has like 14 total yards. Stellar has 6.
Manuel Blackman there on that tackle means that DC now have to convert from a 3rd and short. They're going to motion one of these receivers from one side to the other. That's Kirby. Could he be the one here? Synergy drops back, good protection again. Looks deep. Oh. Kirby one-handed grab, and that is an early candidate for your nice hands catch of the game. Pick up a Retro Pocket 3+ in your hands and play the only video game with your player in it. Visit GoRetroid.com.
What a great play. Now, once again, DC is 1st and goal.
Wowza, that's one way to get yourself into the red zone. Synergy now, they've converted last time they were in this position. Hand off outside on the toss, and Stella. That time his first down carry was a little bit better. It gets them closer.
And for a second there, I thought he had fumbled the ball. I was like, ooh. I thought it had come out.
Jack's formation here. Similar identity on goal line offense to what we saw before. Synergy's going to run it. Synergy will score. The quarterback sneak caught the Vancouver defense off guard. And Shabazz picks up a rushing touchdown.
Are you kidding me? That caught me off guard. I mean, he was wide. I mean, there was nobody there. He had nothing but the field in front of him. He just took it on his own.
The Vancouver defense didn't know. We didn't know. The stats truck didn't know. The cameraman didn't know. But Shabazz knew, and the block from Lauren Picocco set the edge for him to run through. And Porty will sink that extra point. And DC now 2 scores in front of the Vancouver Legion at home. If you like the game so far, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. The SFL produces over 400 events a year. There is no one else that gives you more football. Don't miss a minute of SFL or SMLM action and help the channel grow through your support.
That was the longest drive of the night so far, Jacob. 11 plays, 71 yards, 2 minutes and 50 seconds off the clock.
Absolutely. And they looked good in doing it. It's mostly played through the air as well. Fresh set of downs here for the Legion. Can they get something going on offense? It's been a tough night so far for them on the road, but they took a minute to get into the Indianapolis game. Is that the case again here tonight? Handoff took a short step, and Redford picks up 4.
No, I like this play on first down, getting the running backs involved. Vancouver's got to get something going.
Joker's formation to the left of Brown. He's going to hand it off up the middle. Second carry for Redford. That's better. Got the rollover and picks up a first down.
That was actually the Kai this time.
There was. This backfield does really work well together. And both backs were productive last week. And Nakai, that's his best run of the night so far. Offset eye. Brown will throw this time. Great block in the deep. That's caught. No, he got it through. Wow. Stephen McMichaels had to do well to hang on to that one and couldn't quite reel it in.
I was going to say, what a great play, but then...
Don't worry, I thought he had it too. And Vancouver will have to have another crack here. 2nd and 10. Killian in motion from right to left. Brown drops into it. Oh, great hit. Killian had to only use one of his hands to try and bring that one in, and it was jarred free by Darryl Bullock, and that means that the Legion will have to have another attempt here from 3rd and 10.
I mean, the cornerbacks are just making the perfect hit at the perfect time on these receivers, and they just had no chance to hang on to the ball.
Brown, they need this one here on 3rd and long. I can't afford to give the ball back to this DC offense the way this game is progressing. Brown drops back, short throw, incomplete. Jarred free by Peanut Say. Couldn't quite feed it into Zorro Lunar. It's going to be another punt for the Vancouver offense.
I mean, that time they had 3 defenders on that one wide receiver. How many defensive backs do they have on the field, Jacob?
It looks like Peanut says sometimes there could be 3 of them. He is a top player, but indeed it was thrown in pretty much triple coverage, and that punt almost blocked. We had a pretty high arc though, and that fair catch is caught by Mason Kirby. Those Vancouver special teams members have to be careful not to interrupt the returner there. As we say hello to the likes of Tyler Highfield, James Walters, Jason Peace, And company in the chat tonight. Hope you are all doing well from the viewing room, wherever you may be watching this game. Handoff, toss outside, caught by Stay, and that will pick up a couple. Good tackle made by Zach Lay.
Yeah, and so far, neither team has really established a running game at all. It's all been, through the air.
Offset eye to the left. Was to the right, now it's to the left. Synergy with two receivers on either side, but he'll run it up the middle.
Whoa.
That's Harrison, and he's dragged behind. Was lucky to pick up even a couple, but it's still going to spot them at 3rd and 10. He did, but it probably looked like he lost about 3 or 4.
Yeah, I thought it was more than 2 yards.
Tackle made in the backfield by Michael Rury. Now Synergy on 3rd down. Bakoko found her downfield again.
Seems like whenever DC needs a huge play, they seem to find her.
Just found it in a tight window. She ran straight past Stern, and unfortunately, the safety there in coverage, JJ Winfield, who's in place of Drew Hamilton, couldn't quite get there quickly enough, and now DC on the move once again. Pukako motioned out as a receiver. Watch out for that. Synergy rolls out to the far side. Say, collect the block. Looked in the direction of Da Vinci that time. That's his first contact of the day. And DJ Woods all over that one.
Nice coverage there by Vancouver this time. Having 3 defenders in the area. They were all over that receiver.
I like the idea, especially given the defense that Vancouver presented them with, but couldn't quite find the man downfield. Synergy this time will just hand it up the middle, and Kevin Say will truck forward for a gap 4, and that will leave DC with 3rd and medium.
That time it was all Kevin Say just pushing forward, pushing the defense forward. Wow.
They have been pretty good so far tonight on 3rd down. This DC offense, can they convert again? Synergy rolled out and tipped away. It looked like he had Mason Kirby on the outside wide open. It went to Da Vinci, and JJ Winfield gets a tip.
Yeah, good job by the O-line there, giving him basically all day to throw the ball. He could have packed a lunch back there.
DC now 6 of 11 from 3rd down. Again, that record tonight has been fairly good. Punt. Set downfield. Caught at the 15, and oh my! Goodness me, Sora Luna. They're going to have to send a search party out in the DC metropolitan area to see where his ribs went, because he got absolutely whacked. Down at the 15.
These gunners on both teams are getting down the field in a hurry. They're literally waiting for the person to catch the ball before they lay their head into him.
Goodness me. Ooh. Brown. Oh, no. Oh, the pressure caught there, and he just got a free. Poor Stephen McMichaels might be credited with an intended target there, but the pressure was excellent.
Yeah, that was a huge...
There you go. That tells a massive story there, Rochelle.
Oh, my goodness.
You count those incompletions. 6 in a row, then you had the interception, then the 7th incompletion before his last completion. Zips it.
Oh,
Pick!
no!
Play by Darryl Bullock. Had that at his ankles, and he's ripped it away. And DC now with, again, excellent field position.
At this point, Christian Brown's trying to force it in, and it's just not working out. Second time he's, basically giving DC the ball in the red zone.
We've seen this story before. Jadoobie Doo had one some time ago, and that resulted in a DC touchdown. Now Daryl Bullock has one, and once again they're on the stroke of the red zone. Synergy. You can motion. Looks like Mason Kirby from the outside. It will still be a run though. Tossed outside. Kevin Say broke the first tackle. Tried to get past Lopez. Couldn't beat him. But it's a first down nonetheless.
And that's the best run by Kevin Say tonight, and with a perfect time for it in the red zone. Nice block by number 83. Wow.
Well, that's why they motioned Kirby out. If you were wondering what the idea was for that move, it was to get that block out there. And now they're on the stroke of goal to go. Just 11 out from the Vancouver goal line. Handoff up the middle. There's a run from Stella, and he picks up 6. He's been good tonight, Rochelle.
Yes, he has. I mean, now your running backs come alive in the red zone. Wow.
All 3 backs have had good touches tonight, but the fullback, Stella, has been the most impressive of the 3. Handoff, middle, trying to get free. He got it! End zone run for Kevin Say. And DC tacks on a 3rd touchdown and a half.
I mean, DC's been, pass. Now we get to the red zone, and you see their backs come alive, and what a great push by Kevin Say to get, great blocking up front. And the rest of it was just him breaking tackles.
Well, we didn't expect this. It looked like it was going to be a really tight and conservative contest in that opening first stanza. But now, all of a sudden, DC have blown this out to 3 scores. This Vancouver offense just hasn't found the momentum it's seeking. And when DC's had the ball, they have gotten the job done more often than not. And once again, for the 2nd time tonight, they get a turnover and turn it into points.
And it did help that they got the ball in their red zone twice because of the interceptions. But once they get the ball, they've been pushing the ball to the end zone.
Pseudo Nakai and Stephen McMichael's having a meeting on the bench to try and work out what the go-forward plan is from here. Vancouver needs a scoring possession here before the halftime interval. That's a decent return from Zoro Lunari, threatened to break that one free. Good to see he's up and well after that hit from Kev Say Jr. on the punt return. And
yeah, Vancouver's got to do something here to get some kind of momentum going for them before the half.
3 minutes and just over a quarter left here in this 2nd quarter. Ball spotted at the 27. Can Vancouver get a scoring drive together before the half is out? Offset eye, Brown will motion Wells from right to left. Picked up by Peanut Say on the far side. Brown drops back, zips it, tipped away. There were 3 defenders around BK12, and that just had no chance of making it through.
Like I said before, every time I look at a Vancouver receiver, there's 3 defenders around them. So how many DBs do they have out there with them?
That time it looked like Tyler Highfield was the one that got the tip away. That's another tip. That time it was a 1-on-1 contest between Wells and Peanut Say, and that's incomplete. And now, once again, Vancouver are forced to try and convert from 3rd and long.
It almost feels like Christian Brown's trying to force the ball to his receivers. I mean, he's making some really risky throws every time.
It's been a really tough night for this Vancouver offense. Brown trying to find something. That is certainly something. Found downfield and just when they needed something, Nick Lockett has produced an absolute specky.
That time he ran a nice route. One-handed catch at that, but they actually were in front of the defenders this time and actually could make a play on the ball.
Prior to that play, Vancouver had only had 48 total yards of offense in the half. That will certainly give them something, but they've got a fresh set of downs just shy of the 45. Boy, did they need that. Short throw downfield again. Tight coverage played by Highfield.
I mean, these DC defenders are all over the receivers. They're not giving them probably any space at all. And Highfield's having a game.
Yeah, the last two plays, the play's gone his way. He's done his job. Brown again. Good protection. Short throw. That's incomplete. Tough flag. That's pass interference. That's a tricky one. It's going to be pinned on DJ Woods. Rather, not DJ Woods. Wrong side of the sheet. It was Declan O'Rourke. And it was killing. 6.5 dozen the other, I reckon, with that one.
Well, Vancouver has new life and a fresh set down, so DC giving them a little bit here.
Anything I can get at the moment, the Legion. That at minimum gets them up over halfway. Wells in motion. Got a bit of wind in their sails here. The tails are up for the Legion. Brown drops back. Protection good again. Fires it across the middle. And that's caught for a first down pickup by Brett Killian.
And Killian almost got free there. A great shoestring tackle.
Had to hang on to that one there. John DeSantis and preventing that one from being anything more. And now all of a sudden, this Vancouver offense has finally found its spark. Where there's life, there's hope. First down and 10 from the 33. Brown with two backs behind him, two wide to the top. Brown's going to throw. Downfield, incomplete. Oh, he ran back with it. Oh, no. Peanut say. That's about as easy an interception as it gets.
I thought he was going to carry that one on his head for a little while down the field. I don't think he had any idea where the ball was at that point, Jacob. It was on his head.
It was on his head, exactly. He did see it. That's why. Oh, my. He'll want that one back. Second down and 10 before the 2-minute warning. Handoff, though, up the middle. Trying to get free is Redford, and he's dumped eventually after picking up 6. Check that it was Suno Nakai. And that will bring us to the 2-minute warning.
And finally, a little
Vancouver
bit of life.
driving. Go for it, Ray.
And finally, a little bit of life in this Vancouver offense. It comes in the last 3 minutes of the game, of the half.
They would love to score before the half is out and then prevent DC from getting anything more on the board. Brown. Oh, it took way too long. It didn't develop downfield for him. And he's sacked in the backfield by Saeed Gore.
And then another coverage, a coverage sack it has to be. I mean, he had all day, and great job by the secondary just keeping all those receivers locked up.
It's his 4th tackle of the night, Saeed Gore, and it's his first for a loss, and that stifles the Vancouver drive. So chance to win. They don't want a first half shutout. This is a 50-yard bomb. I anticipate this will be very close to a season record. Kick is up. Straight down the middle. It's got the legs. Chance to win. Knocks it through, and that gets something in that Vancouver drive that was ended with a brilliant play from Gore. Wow, Rochelle. Christian Brown so far in his half, 3 of 18 it's been. a really uncharacteristic night from him. But make no mistake about it, this DC secondary has been all over the field. Pretty much every name on this defense has been called at one point or another. And now the Dragons with an opportunity to reply. Good special teams coverage there. There was one defender who properly chased it through there. Made sure it didn't get past the 20.
Yeah, both teams have been really good on special teams, especially on the kick and punt returns, not allowing many yards after the catch.
Split back formation, Twins to Synergy's right. Hand off up the middle.
Oh.
Say ran straight at Lopez, and Mark Lopez makes the tackle, prevents that from getting anything more than about 12, and DC in no hurry to keep the clock at a minimum.
And right now you have Kevin Say kind of heating up. He started the game off slow, but he's up to 4.2 yards per carry now. So he's 11 attempts for 46 yards.
So he's had a solid night tonight. 2 scores. He's averaged just shy of 4 yards per carry on his 42 yards off 11 touches. Hand off at the middle. Harrison that time picks up a couple. And once again, DC in no hurry to accelerate this clock. And that's the first time I've seen Stephen Mullinax's outfit tonight. That might be, I tell you, Greg Soto might claim the best coach's outfit from last week with the whole Gerald Smith face on the shirt. But that is the best I've seen this season.
And I missed it.
That's awesome. I love that. Jermaine Swift does an excellent job with the appearance of this team, but that might be season highlight right there. As that carry from Kevin Say, Rochelle will take us to the half. It's a bit lopsided, but don't discount this Vancouver offense. They are never out of the game. As we go to halftime here, 21 points to 3 lead for the home DC Dragons. Rochelle Colston, your thoughts on that opening half of football?
Well, Vancouver, has been struggling on offense, and they turn over the ball twice, and they're basically in their own red zone, which gave, DC 2 easy attempts to score touchdowns. So they score 14 points on turnovers. Finally, Vancouver gets on the board with 1 minute left in the half. So, we'll go to halftime, make some adjustments, see what Vancouver can do on offense. Vancouver's never really out of a game, let's face it.
Saw there Christian Brown, 25 of 21. Synergy just keeping it steady at about 50% completion rate. So neither quarterback's really been outstanding, even though it has seemed as a general rule that the DC passing offense has been better. That hasn't necessarily been the case. But Kevin Say is your player of the half. Those 2 touchdowns are real difference makers. They have executed off the back of turnovers, and as a result, DC leads at halftime. Back here in the capital, the DC Dragons trying to maintain this sizable lead as we may get an injury update on Drew Hamilton at some point in this quarter. Haven't seen him to the point, and they definitely need him back out there. Return from Sam Harrison rather, out to the 33, and we'll see an update on the status of Drew Hamilton, who is officially out for the rest of the game. Rochelle, a back injury explains why he could make it off the field looking not too out of sorts, but given the fact that they need some stops on defense, losing probably one of your best defenders is certainly not what they want. And you see their team stats fairly lopsided. DC had over 100 yards more offense in that quarter, or half rather. And they have first dibs here on possession in the second half. Hand up at the middle. Almost broke it free. Chuck Stella. And that was Kevin Say. It might have been good night.
Yeah, but it's Chuck Stellar's best run of the night. What a big pickup on first down.
Wow, that was almost something that was pretty disastrous for Vancouver, but they held on for dear life. Irrespective, they're now at the 35. Synergy, hand off to Say, and he's met well. Good tackle by Farnsey. Almost at the line of scrimmage.
I think DC's finally, ready to slow this game down a little bit. They come out, with a run game, with a big lead, trying to milk this clock a little bit.
Offset eye, pro set. Hand off up the middle. Short carry. Sam Harrison picks up 4. And another tackle for Farnsey up the middle. And that means the DC now has to convert from third and medium.
Now you're seeing all the backs from DC. They all have touches tonight.
Absolutely. They've been pretty even with their utilization. Say having the lion's share of touches, but Harrison and Stiller have had their input. Synergy rolls out, clean pocket, downfield, what a grab. Just a sensational play design from Steve Mullinax, and Josh Gill picks up another first down.
Yeah, Shabazz has been spreading the ball around a lot. You got nobody with more than like 2 catches. You got Lauren Percoco with 2, Josh Gill with 2, Mason Kirby with 2. So, they're spreading the ball around. You're not just seeing 1 target tonight.
Just hit that little arrow route across the middle. That was really nice from DC. And now with a fresh set of downs, I'll motion Percoco from right to left.
She's always dangerous on the field.
Absolutely. The handoff, though, will go to Say, who beat the first line of defenders and gets a game of about 6. And we'll go back to the Bayou for an update from the Louisiana-Carolina game.
Thank you, Jacob. After Louisiana built an early lead, Carolina has caught fire. Matt South to Riley Quintero for the score. The Skyhawks take the lead for the first time today, 17-14, as DC now in scoring position. Back to you.
There you go. That game exciting. I have to watch both games in this time slot as Synergy once again finds Lauren Percoco for a first down.
That time he caught her in stride.
Hit him with a slant. That's the route the receivers hate and tight ends probably enjoy. Nice quick hitter across the middle. And now, from there, opposite 30. Toss play outside. Say trying to get something, but he's going to get nothing. Good play by DJ Woods.
Yep, definitely a good play by Vancouver. They need a big stop here. They need the ball back in their offensive hands.
Throw set. Here for Synergy. Drops back. Short throw. Percoco! Oh my goodness. She is putting on a show tonight. One-handed grab and a first down.
Now she's got 7 targets. 67 yards. Will this become the Lauren Percoco show now?
It's very rare that you see a player as dominant as she has been over the last 2 seasons. The absolute run that she has had is immensely impressive, and you're seeing it in full show tonight. Vancouver on the ropes again. Rollout, Synergy at the cancel, and he's found Percoco again. How about the awareness from Shabazz to stop the rollout midway through, connect again with his tight end for a first down.
He sure is making Mike Daggs proud, Jacob. Hashtag throw it to the tight end.
It's a 5th reception. She's now up past 75. Quarter century for Lauren Percoco tonight. Offset eye, heavy set here from the Dragons. Synergy will throw. Short grab made by Lyric Da Vinci, I believe. Mark Lopez in on such an interesting call there with their formation look. And gets them a little bit closer.
I think I'd be expecting a run here, Jacob. No.
Oh my goodness.
God.
No, not at all, Rochelle. No, it was a run. What a call from Rochelle Colston. It's the second time we've seen that tonight. Shabazz Synergy, 2 rushing touchdowns on the night.
Synergy's like, I'll just do this myself.
See, they
Wow.
fooled us all, but they didn't fool you, Rochelle. Called a run, and in an empty back set, they still ran it. But this time, once again, the quarterback sneak works on the goal line. How about that? And that, I believe, equals the long-standing record in this era of 2 rushing touchdowns from a quarterback in a game. Could he break it tonight? You never know. There's still plenty of time to go in this one, but another sustained drive from the Dragons suffocates the Vancouver defense. Takes a chunk of time off the clock.
Yeah, they sure did. If you're Vancouver, you're in a little bit of trouble here, I think.
Kick off from Porty. That's a really, really deep one. That's not being returned by Zoro Luna. No chance. He'll fill it at the 20.
Yeah, I don't think either teams have very much on returns tonight, Jacob. I mean, both teams are just doing a great job on special teams.
Vancouver need a reply, and they need it now. 15 minutes of play left in this one, and quite a steep margin to try and come back from in a game that they desperately need. Brown, short throw backfield, that's Nakai, and great open field tackle by Saeed Gore.
Interesting call on first play. Interesting call on first down.
Still picks up 4 yards, nothing of harm there on that occasion. Brown now, though, jokers to the top. Handoff up the far side, and that's going to pick up another 4 or 5 from Robert Redford. It's third down a little closer.
Yeah, but at some point, Vancouver's have to have some sense of urgency. I mean, you're down 25 points here.
I think they're considering the fact that Brown has completed less than a quarter of his passes tonight. It might play into it down the stretch. Handoff up the middle. That's Nakai, and the Pseudo will pick up a decent chunk of guys. He almost broke that one free. Yeah, I thought the same thing as you with the leg spasm or whatever that was. But Pseudo's all right. He comes off the field, and Redford checks back in here on 1st and 10. Offset eye to Brown's right. Brown drops back. Oh, no, tipped. Oh, that was dangerous. It was Sawyer Stern who got the touch and falls away incomplete, luckily so.
Yeah, I mean, nice little play trying to get the ball to your fullback in the open field, but lucky that wasn't tipped and picked off by DC.
We'll try again here. On 2nd and 10. Offset eye to the bottom. Brown's going to throw again. Brown rushes himself. Christian Brown. Hello. Fumble. No, he slid. And Vancouver have lost it. Josh Vasquez with his 2nd turnover of the night. He did the right thing and he still lost possession of it. Disaster.
I mean, nothing's going Vancouver's way tonight. He even slid that time and still lost the ball.
That's a heartbreaker for Christian Brown. It was an awesome play, and he did everything right. And he was looking at the sideline right now going, why can Shabazz take a couple of hits and he hangs onto the ball and I can't? I did the sliding thing. I did the right thing. But man, Vancouver have shot themselves in the foot a number of times tonight. Now DC takes over again here. Kevin Say.
No.
Kevin Say. Can he go? No, he can't, but it's still a 14-yard pickup. Boy, was that close to being broken free.
And last couple of times I've seen Kevin Say run, it's like he's has fresh legs. He's out there. He's getting big yardage now. He's breaking tackles. Wow.
Oh, man. He's had a good night, Kevin said. Ain't no mistake about it. He's been efficient, and that's probably his best run of the night so far. Harrison checks in here on a fresh set of downs, offset eye to Synergy's left. No need to be aggressive here on offense from the Dragons with how good this run game looks at the moment. Harrison is met!
Ooh.
Wow. Marquise Reed.
That was a hit, Jacob. I felt that one.
Man, and Stephen Mullinax with those sunglasses on didn't even see it. Has no idea that his running back got absolutely annihilated at the line of scrimmage there. Say checks back in. Handoff outside. That picks up 5. That's a better carry. Makes third down a little more manageable.
Yeah, he definitely had 2 different running styles out there. You can tell which back's in by the way they move down the field.
Say now right on 4 yards per carry for tonight. Can they convert though? 3rd and 5. Synergy drops back. Good protection. Percoco again. You know where it's going and you can't cover it. Laura Percoco, her 6th grab of the night.
I mean, she's a huge target. She's strong. If it's a 50-50 ball, she's gonna win the contest every time. I mean, she was pretty much open that time though. The defender was there, but she's like a foot taller than the defender.
Josh Farnsey and Mark Lopez tried to hold back the river there and couldn't quite do it. She has been a force in between the numbers tonight, as always, and is on track for a potential 3rd straight game with over 100 yards, including that 230-yard performance a couple of weeks ago that set a new 4K23 era record. Hand off at the middle though. Say back to it. That picks up a yard.
And DC's doing a great job of slowing this game down. I mean, they went to their run game, which I respect. I mean, they have a 25-point lead, and I think they're about to increase it.
It's another long drive here time-wise. They're just draining this clock away. Synergy. Handoff outside. That's not going to pick up anything there. Josh Farnsey could tackle.
And Forney's having a really good night. We keep saying his name over and over again with, great stops and great tackles.
Got to convert again. They've been good on 3rd down offense. 7 of 12 tonight for the Dragons. Synergy will roll out. No pressure at all. Incomplete. Looked for Da Vinci. Couldn't find him. And that's, again, a minor win for the Vancouver defense.
Yeah, man, I think you'll see DC settle for the field goal here. Increase their lead by 3 more points.
Porty now. 37-yard attempt here to try and negate the previous field goal kicked by a chance to win, and he does so. Kicks it back out to a 28-point lead. The 2024 SFL convention is headed for South Shore Harbor Resort in League City, Texas, just south of Houston, July 12th to the 14th. Featuring live games, flag football, a golf tournament, tailgate, pool party, and more. For all the convention details, visit simulationfl.net/news/convention to reserve your hotel room, see the event schedule, and more. It's going to be a fun one this year. The last one in Houston was a ball, and I'm sure this one will be as well, as that kick is not returned, and Vancouver will take over up 20.
Yeah, I can't wait for the convention. I'm excited.
Absolutely, and it'll be good to get you on a live game again, Rochelle, at the convention. Always one of the best parts of the weekend. Brown on a fresh set of downs. Good block on the far side. Downfield, nice. Sawyer Stern, first catch of the game.
And he tried that play earlier and it didn't work, but this time he actually caught the ball and actually converted a first down here.
It's something that they brought over from a couple of weeks from last week in Indianapolis that worked to good effect. It's the first time it's hit tonight. Fresh set of downs for Brown at the 35. Set eye, and off middle.
Ooh.
Pseudo Nakai picks up a couple. Good contact there from DeSantis.
And DC is still converging on those Vancouver halfbacks. I mean, they're not getting much.
Absolutely. 2nd and 8 now. Pressure fell off. Brown's going to throw. Caught by Wells for a first down.
Vancouver offense is looking a little bit better on this drive. You know, Brown's actually converting, finding his receivers, and she's actually hanging on to the ball.
That was just a slant that Kendra Wells ran across the middle, and enough to set them up here. Could we see one more play before the third quarter's out? Yes, we will. And it's Pseudo Nakai. We'll only pick up a couple, and that will take us to 3-quarter time here in DC. We'll be back in just a short moment to bring you the rest of this one after we get station identification.
Simulationfl transmission or account to the game without the express written consent of the league office is prohibited.
APM Music is unrivaled music to bring your stories to life, inspiring every production with the world's most robust and constantly refreshed music collection, state-of-the-art technology, and world-class customer service. APM Music is the official soundtrack of the Simulation Football League. To explore their library and find the perfect tracks for your projects, visit apmmusic.com. Hand off at the middle. Can't find anything on that one. Met well by Saeed Gore.
In the third quarter, DC had the ball for over 7 minutes.
Yeah, and that's been one of a few reasons why the game has gotten away from Vancouver tonight. They have held onto the ball excellently. And now at 4 wide. Oh, Brown downfield. That's incomplete. There was too much coverage around the receiver on that occasion, and Josh Vasquez tips it away.
It's been the story all night. Throw the ball in triple coverage, your receiver gets banged up, you hang onto the ball. Oh, they're at a punt here.
Yet another punt. Yeah. No aggressiveness from the Vancouver offense, given the state of the game. And that one is going to sail out of bounds. And will be spotted probably around the 20, I would imagine. And they've got it to the 15 at the very least, and that's where the Dragons will take over. But they've done a really good job tonight, DC, of just winding the clock back, taking the ball out of the hands of Vancouver. It's been a really good game plan from Steven Malinax.
It's true. You know, your offense can't score if they're not on the field.
Free wide, single back is Say.
Oof.
Good run. Kevin Say. He is starting to really get into this game.
Yeah, he's up to, I think he's up to like 85 yards now.
He's just got a full head of steam, and he is absolutely rolling here in this one.
And because it's blocking he gets. Wow.
Fresh to the downs here for the Dragons. 4 wide to Synergy's left.
Aggressive formation.
Absolutely. They still run out of it, though, and Sam Harrison will pick up 3 on that one. And again, I just don't see any sign that Synergy's going to be throwing the ball unless he absolutely has to. Receivers on either side of Synergy. He's going to motion Da Vinci from left to right. Two tight ends in Walters and Pakoko. Handoff though up the middle. Straight to Chuck Stella. And he will pick up 7 on that occasion. Good carry from Chuck. And that brings up a 3rd and short.
So DC has gone to the ground and pound game. Got both their tight ends at the game, which do a great job of blocking for the backs.
Well, they pull out here. 3 wide.
Quarterback
2
sneak.
wide, I should say. Well, we've seen it a couple of times tonight. It's a toss play, though, to Kevin Say, and Say picks up 2. That's enough for a 1st down.
He paid for that run that time, though. He got a big hit at the end of that play.
You almost feel like you want to protect him at this point. Make sure he doesn't pick up any knocks. He's had a real heavy dosage tonight, Kevin Say. Now you're going to have Stella out there on 1st down.
We've got Pakoko in motion.
Motioned. Since it's all cosmetic, and it is. Chuck Stella, carry up the middle for 4.
You're right. I don't think DC's going to throw the ball unless they absolutely have to at this point.
No, Synergy's had a clean sheet tonight. As far as turnovers are concerned, there'd be no point in forcing your hand, especially given the fact that their ground game is getting it done at the moment. Say outside, that's a good tackle. Still was able to pick up a couple out of it, despite Marquise Reed hanging on for dear life.
Does he throw here, Jacob?
It's a good question. I still wouldn't if I were in their position here. But you never know. I've said I. 2 receivers on either side. It is a run. Stella.
Wow.
Plenty of room for him to run into, and he picks up a 1st down.
If you're Vancouver, you have to know it's a run. You have to know how to stop it, and it's not happening.
They're now up over halfway, and just like that, 2 minutes have disappeared off the clock since they had the ball. They've more than doubled the total yards of offense tonight. That's huge. That's a pass. We've finally seen one I found. Just trying to stat pad a little bit. Mason Kirby picks up 9.
Yeah, honestly, one more pass to Pakoko. I don't see her get over 100 yards in this game.
She's done it for the last couple of weeks and has been really good this season. She needs 6 to get over 100.
I don't think it's happening here.
Oh, Synergy! Look out! Shabazz is running.
God.
Shabazz and again turns his back. What's going on? He has been gutsy as tonight. And Marquise Reed may have come off 2nd best despite making a tackle. It's the 2nd time we've seen it tonight from a Vancouver defender.
I just say that's probably my most favorite. This is my favorite play of the night. I think right here. That was just odd. Out of the blue.
Shabazz Synergies has no care at all for ball security, his body, nothing.
He's just like a running back out there.
Oh my goodness.
He's got 25 yards on the day.
Type attacker Marcus Dunhill have been arguing over the last 2 weeks who's the best rusher in the league, and Shabazz wants a slice of that. Handoff up the middle. Say he's going to get jammed up that time, only picks up a yard.
Okay, so Shabazz Energy has more yards than Christian Brown, than Robert Redford today on the ground.
There you go. And yeah, I think I'm getting a tip from the booth there. I think it was a quarterback draw. And we've seen a couple of sneaks that looked like an actual, he didn't go back into a passing motion completely. So it's probably a fair call. Synergy. There's Pakoko. There's the century. It was bound to happen.
So they run, and now they're getting wild out there.
That sends the home fans into a frenzy. It's pretty impressive for a player in this era of the game to have 3 straight games with over 100 yards, but Lauren Pakoko has done it tonight. It's a fourth straight 100-yard game. So there you go. It was even better than I thought it was, as Stella picks up 3 on the ground.
Yeah, and at this rate, I don't think they're going to be DC's going to run this clock down. I don't know how far at this point. I mean, they've pretty much controlled the ball the whole second half.
This is effectively going to be another 4+ minute drive, which is pretty impressive. And again, another suffocating drive on offense from DC. This possession football game has been super successful for them over the last few weeks. Handoff, middle, couple of yards extra.
To your 3rd and 5, your playbook's wide open. You can just, Synergy can just take it himself.
Ace formation. This is the 13th play of the drive. Huge one here as we tick under 4 minutes left in the game. It's gone by very quickly. Handoff, far side. Say broke the tackle.
Oh.
Say broke 2. He's got a hat-trick. Kevin Say, what a night on the ground. 5 rushing touchdowns for the DC offense. And that caps it off in a fashionable way.
James Walters there with a huge block to allow Say to get into the end zone. Say just kept turning those legs. Look at number 87, boom. Freed him up straight to the end zone.
Oh man, DC have absolutely won this very convincingly, and they're going to push out to 7-2. That's equal with Minnesota. And all of a sudden, I feel like this is always the team that's in the title conversation that never gets talked about. Or maybe this is the week and this is the performance that makes the league realize just how good this team could be. This is a thumping win.
I mean, right now they're in the division where Canton leads their division. They haven't lost a game this season, so they're kind of like, they're there, and they're definitely, playoff potential. But unlike
They've
this,
just been overshadowed by one of the
Yeah.
most dominant campaigns we've seen in SFL history. It's probably the only thing that's keeping them out of the title conversation at this point. And there you go. We'll have another update from the second game of this block from the Bayou.
Thanks, Jacob. When you're done in D.C., head over to Homa. Good game going on over there. Late 3rd quarter, Tommy Utah rolls out, is picked by Danny Stinson. Is his 2nd pick of the day. His first was fumbled and gave Louisiana a chance at a field goal before the half. Carolina's driving. They're down just 3. Back to you.
wow, you got linebackers taking receptions in that game. That's impressive.
Absolutely. That's a first down grab. And Vancouver now in no huddle on the move. Brown, short drop, pressure, defenders falling all around him, and that was tipped away to the handle, Saeed Gore there on the play.
That time, Christian Brown was rushed one more time. Now the defense is converging on him.
Absolutely. Keep it going though. 4 wide for Brown. Lockett in motion from left to right.
Nice.
Downfield, Lockett, first down.
And this, hurry up offense Vancouver looks pretty good.
This definitely gets an early look at the 2-minute drill offense here for the Legion. Downfield, Crow,
Oh no, he dropped it.
Oh, Vasquez wanted a second, couldn't quite hang on to it.
Maybe he'll slow it down a little bit here.
So, Vancouver now, 2nd down and 10 on halfway. 4 wide. Again for Brown. Brown outside, caught, Lockett again. Picks up 5, no huddle once more.
Ooh,
Christian Brown 11 from 31, that's tough. Tough day at the office for Christian Brown. Good block on the outside, caught for a first down, Lockett again. He's having a nice little late stanza in this game. No huddle once more. Brown Drops back, sips it outside. Caught. Trying to get free. Can't do so. Still picks up 6 on that occasion. That was Zoro Lunar at the top. Brown drops back again. Good protection. Outside. Caught. First down. Kendra Wells on that occasion.
I mean, they should have ran this turbo offense the whole entire game.
A bit too late for that, perhaps. Outside.
Oh, no!
Oh, what a play! Oh, my goodness. Peanuts say. That was unreal.
Just when you thought you had it going, and just an unreal play by Peanuts say. That's the third different defender with an interception.
It was actually not a good throw at all from Christian Brown, because I thought Peanuts say had actually gotten in front of the receiver Lunar and the ball, but it actually was just an errant throw, really, from Christian Brown. Irrespective, Peanut has had a really good night tonight and picks up an interception of his own. And now the Dragons. Oh, Laura Bakoko,
no.
Keep it going, man. And she picks up a massive first down again. What a night for Laura Bakoko. She just continues to attack this Vancouver defense down the middle.
And I don't think DC understands the concept of, take your foot off the gas pedal.
They want another one. They are not content with this. They, again, as you mentioned, as with a 2-minute warning here in DC, 38-3. The Dragons are well on top of this one. And as you mentioned, Rochelle, when you're in a division with Canton having one of the best seasons in league history, these are the sorts of performances that you need to have to say, hey, we're no slouch out here. We can do this. Gosh, am I glad that DC are out of my division.
And on the other hand, you have the Pacific Division, where it's a neck and neck thing with like them and Seattle and San Diego. So they're watched more closely because of that. I mean, the North Division's won by Canton. There's no doubt. There's no way they cannot win their division.
Well, so DC's 2 wins back. It's certainly not mathematically impossible. It's certainly, given the trajectory of Canton, seems highly unlikely. But that's a fullback toss outside. Seeing all the full. Wow! And brother Chuck Stella, wrong fullback, picks up a good chunk of yardage. I like that play. Little fullback toss out to the outside. That's something that I've tested with Charleston playbooks over the last few weeks. It's a nice little hitch.
It's like, at what point does DC just kneel it?
Not yet, that's for sure. I can guarantee you that much. Ace formation, toss play outside. Stella again, met at the line of scrimmage this time. And a timeout call by Vancouver, the final of their 3. And Rochelle, at minimum, Vancouver's lost today. That snaps a 2-win streak. They get to be home for the last 2 games of the season to try and win out. They have Seattle and then finally Mexico City after a Week 11 bye. DC, on the other hand, that Seattle game could make or break their season.
Yes, definitely. Wow, look at this run.
Stella having a late little surge, and he picks up the first down and a couple more to boot. As for DC, Rochelle, Tulsa away from home. They then have to go back to face the Baltimore Vultures. That has been a matchup that they have really good success in. And then finally they travel to Queen City as they try and lock up what could be a really good record. Vancouver, it's the first time in 12 seasons that they have been. The first 12 seasons they had none, and then the last 2 seasons they've been beaten by a margin of 34 plus 3 times. That's a great stat there from the production crew back at SFL HQ. And that Neil Tagan. And there we go. There you go, Rochelle. There's your Neil.
Well, finally.
Stephen Molinax was looking at his play sheet for the last couple of minutes and going, when do I bring out the quarterback knee? Oh, now's the time to do it. And we'll see this clock tip away here. What a performance from DC. Shabazz Synergy, not only did he kill them through the air, didn't have a receiving touchdown, a passing touchdown, I should say. He had two
No.
rushing touchdowns on the ground, with 24 yards as well. Didn't quite break that record though. Interestingly, that record of 2 rushing touchdowns for a quarterback still stands. He's just the latest of about 15 quarterbacks to match it. And
Shabazz
but I
says,
think the player of the game, Kevin Say, do you think?
yeah, I think Shabazz says, yeah, I can do all the work. I'm just going to take it to the end zone myself.
Exactly. These quarterbacks. There we go. DC and the fire shirt of Stevo Mullinax cap off a thumping 38-3 win over the Vancouver Legion. Rochelle Colston, to wind up your thoughts on the action we just saw.
I think Christian Mount just had a very rough day. 3 interceptions, 14-35, and they never could establish a run game. I mean, and DC just had everything go their way. 2 interceptions in the red zone, easy scores for them, and they just never gave Vancouver the ball in the second half.
Absolutely. Well, that's it. A impressive performance from DC. Don't go anywhere though. We've still got 2 games of action coming up tonight. Rochelle, your Los Angeles Lycans will take on the San Diego Mavericks. Tyler Falk and Alex West to bring you that one, and I'll be back with you at 9:15 p.m. Eastern as Jacksonville will head to the Nanosphere to take on the Seattle Nemesis along with Eddie Gage. Speaking of Eddie Gage, we appreciate him and Justin Reside helping us out with the numbers tonight in the Strats truck. And until next time, we will see you on SFL Football as we continue Week 10 here on SFL YouTube. Don't go anywhere. 2 more games to come along with the Carolina game finishing up on the other side of this block. We will see you soon. Thank you for watching.
Good night, everybody.